Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Davis now. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Second and 1. Open man is Galladay, complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On second down, Hilliard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
50, plant.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Hey, echo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot, hot. Go, 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 go. Hey, right, here we go.
On 2nd down now. It's White, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Here I come. 55 my guy, 55.
Hey, Haywood. Fight.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You.
Speak up.
On the run, this is Hilliard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. On 2nd down, Hilliard. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
55. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 55.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A throw for GORILA8 is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Let's go. Stop your whining.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he completes it to Cullen. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Coming again.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Double time, double time.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Bears 14, Lions nothing.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. As the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Watching you 5. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
At their own 39-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check pass. Check pass.
And now they'll throw with Allen. It's caught. This is White. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike. Oh, you got D? 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Focus, defense, focus. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. This is Cohen. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill.
Now Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Mike 55. We ain't giving him nothing today. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got him. 50 down.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, box truck.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 55. Mike, let's go.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, exit.
3 down. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Go, night. Time to go, night. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Bravo.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Hey, Jet.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, Manini! 52. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Bang, 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 bang. Kill. Turn up.
On 1st down, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing now is Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Pick, baby, all day. Don't throw this way.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch, switch, switch.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Back to throw here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Smooth.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Army. Go.
From the 27, Allen hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man out.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here.
I got you.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's got Miller. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
'52's the mic. 52's the mic. You don't want none of that. Come here. Pick up the ball. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 6. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And an alley to run. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 2. Completes it to the fullback hand.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get ready.
80 weapon.
Get ready.
Let's go. Hit it.
On 2nd down now, Hilliard, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Hilliard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here's 2nd and 8. And now here is another interception. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
60 Pittsburgh. 55. 65. 65. 65. Let's go.
On first down, Hilliard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 11. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They'll run on first down. Hilliard, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Second and 9 now. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third and 9.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the...
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars for me.